Alright, so this is just a quick wood shop sanding tip. I make quite a few of these benches, and I just got an order of 3 of these park style benches. And as you can see, it requires a lot of these wood slats, which I have to rip down, and then I route them all over, and then I do some rough sanding. And what I always used to do, I put sandpaper on this, of course, and I'd hand sand these and kind of do the edges and this and that. But when you're doing, when you got to sand like 100 of these things, it takes a while, and it's hard on your arms. It takes a long time. So this is just a quick tip. I do have my big benchtop, well, it's not real big, but my benchtop belt sander there, which is a much bigger sanding belt than your standard handheld belt sander. But it's not in a good location for this, and this works out really well. So if you have to sand a lot of something like this, this is the way to do it. I'm going to show you what I did here. It's very simple. This belt sander here has a little bit of a lip right here, you can see, and I clamp it onto that and then down to the table, so that keeps it secure. The important thing you want to remember is when you do this, make sure your vents are showing. You want good airflow. I think a lot of people forget about that. So you can see my vents for this are showing right here. It's the only vents on that particular side, except for the ones up here. And so all those are exposed, so you have good airflow to keep your tool cool, so you don't overheat it and burn it out. But because you only have this one bolt down spot, you don't want to over tighten it and crack your sander housing or anything like that. And these things aren't cheap. So then I put a board across here, and you can see it's right up against it, and then I just clamp it so that holds, so I can push on this, and that just stops it from pushing back and not relying on just this one point here to hold the whole thing down, because you'd have to really crank it down for that to do that. So that's just a quick, simple way of setting this up, and then I'll show you how I use it. And I will I'll lower the sound down here in a minute before we start sanding, so it doesn't deafen you. So of course I'm going to put ear protection on, and usually I have a helper. If she's off doing something else, she'd hand these off to me, and then I just slide them over here when I'm done. But all you do is you turn your sander on by clicking the button, and most all of them have the little switch on the other side to keep it in the on position. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'm going to go and sand these, and I'll show you what I do with one, and then I'll shut this back off. Okay, so the idea of this is not to get these completely smooth. We're just getting the roughness off, and then these will be sanded down to the final smoothness, and then painted after that. But this gets the worst of the worst off, and then you're good to go. So anyways, that's just a quick belt sander tip. Another way you can use it. Again, the key thing is make sure these vents are showing, so you can keep your tool cool. Thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please click like and subscribe, of course, and come back often for more videos. There'll also be a couple videos up in the corner here you can choose to watch, and a subscribe button down over here. Thanks a lot, and as always, have a great day.